dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Macy Marie. Thanks for joining us tonight. Most of eastern Kentucky right now under a tornado watch. Storms rolling through the area causing some high winds and heavy rain. The WYMT weather team is keeping an eye on those storms, and Chief Meteorologist Paige Noel joins us now with more. Paige, what can you tell us about some of these storms?
Well, Macy, most of the storms right now, they are just producing very heavy wind and very heavy rain as well. Like you said, we still have that tornado watch out for our area. You can see it here. That's out for a good portion of our area. You see it's canceled for those counties out west. So really, once we get this main line through, I think we will see this tornado watch expire before 9, but right now it is until 9 o'clock. We also have that severe thunderstorm watch, and that's for our Tennessee counties and Virginia counties. And that's until 10 p.m. this evening. Pinpoint Doppler, we'll go ahead and take a look. You see that main line moving in now, starting to move into Pike County, Letcher County, even down into Harlan County, up into Floyd, and even into Lawrence County. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this this severe thunderstorm that's actually just for Wayne County, West Virginia right now. Now that is until about 6:15. That just got extended, so we still have about 15 more minutes on that storm, but it is starting to move out of our area. We're keeping a close eye on this storm near Whitesburg. Just moved through. Does have a history of producing hail, so definitely take cover if you are in that area. We're still seeing those warmer temperatures, but cooler air is on the way as this front continues to push through our area. It is very close. You'll notice here the wind gusts gusting up to 40 miles per hour in London. So damaging wind is still really our main threat as we head into the next few hours. We'll definitely continue to keep you guys updated on air, online, and on social media. We'll have that full forecast coming up for you guys in just a little bit. Macy.
All right, thank you, Paige. And just a reminder, if you do not already have it, you can download the WYMT weather app for the latest severe weather updates. You can also download the WYMT News app, and of course, we'll always keep you updated on damage throughout the area and that severe weather on our website on WYMT.com. And that severe weather Paige was talking about causing power outages in the area this morning into the afternoon. Over in Jackson County, more than 5,000 customers' lights went out for a couple of hours. Power was restored only to go out again this afternoon. And at last check, nearly 6,000 homes did not have lights. And this is from someone out of Berea. We're told this tree is almost 4 decades old. A branch cutting through the roof. The homeowner says thankfully no one was inside at the time, and they've already cut the tree down and have patched that roof. And another person living in Berea looked outside his window and saw a tree in his yard. He says there was a strong gust of wind before it happened. It barely missed crashing into the house, but on its way down, we're told it did crack some railing on the roof. And a scary experience for some people staying at Cumberland Lake State Resort Park in Russell County. Here's a picture of the damage. A tree came crashing down on a cabin there with 6 people inside it today. That's according to park officials, and they say everyone made it out on their own with only minor injuries. And here in Hazard, a tree fell on a power line near a house on Little Boulevard. No one was hurt, and there was no damage to any nearby homes. The tree fell around 2 this afternoon. Just a reminder, if you do see any trees down or other damage in your area, you can always send us a picture on our WYMT Facebook page. And some bad news for people trying to fly out of the area today. Lots of flights were delayed. Here's some video of high winds. That's outside of the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Georgia. People there were also under a tornado watch today, and flights out of the Bluegrass Airport in Lexington were delayed. And for those flying out of the Tri-Cities Airport, flights heading to Atlanta and Orlando were running behind. Now switching gears, over in western Kentucky, a former high school fishing coach pleaded not guilty to charges of sex abuse and child pornography. John Parks appeared in court on Thursday. He's a former McCracken County high school fishing coach. A 15-year-old student reported the allegations back in February. A faked kidnapping shocked a Floyd County couple. After leaving Hillbilly Days on Friday, Drew and Chandra Halbert stopped at a gas station in Harold. The next thing they knew, a woman, bloody and bruised, started knocking on their window, begging for help. The two called 911 and calmed her as they waited on police. A Kentucky State Police trooper pulled in and quickly found the alleged man inside. Chandra says this is a day she'll never forget.
I've honestly never been so scared in my life. Never seen somebody so scared in my life. It was just It was awful.
And after investigating, Kentucky State Police say the woman admitted to lying to the couple, so no arrests were made. Tonight at 11, we'll have more on their frightening encounter with her. A community is mourning the death of a fire captain this morning. The City of Raceland Fire Department Captain Cody Grubb died Saturday. Grubb was 29 years old. Co-workers say he died from natural causes. Grubb spent 15 years fighting fires in the area, and fellow firefighters say the plan is to hold a visitation and funeral at the department, but they do not know when that will be yet. Carnival rides and trailers traveled from downtown Pikeville today. The 43rd annual Hillbilly Days wrapped up last night. Hopefully you got a chance to go, but if not, there's always next year. Vendors and tourists are now gone, and crews spent Saturday night cleaning the streets. Overnight, UMG workers cleaned until 3 a.m. to bring the streets back to normal. Over in West Virginia, tuition is up for West Virginia University students. The WVU Board of Governors approved a $120 annual tuition increase for in-state undergrad students. The tuition increases were approved on Friday, and costs are also going up at Beckley's Institute of Technology. Annual nursing tuition will go up by about 8%. A national organization is paying tribute to a fallen Virginia State Police officer. Officers with the Cannonball Memorial Run organization will make a formal presentation to Trooper Lucas B. Dowell's parents. Trooper Dowell was shot and killed in the line of duty in February while helping serve a search warrant. He was 28 and a Southwest Virginia native. Dozens of veterans from Virginia are on the trip of a lifetime to the nation's capital. Honor Flight Top of Virginia took Vietnam and Korean War veterans around the monuments and memorials this Saturday. The volunteers helped them see the World War II Memorial, Arlington National Cemetery, and of course, the Korean and Vietnam memorials. The veterans say many are thinking of their friends who did not make it back home.
Shows you the sacrifices that we have to make in order for us to have the freedom.
My family's been in the military for as long as we track back. My grandpa and my uncle were both in Vietnam, so I thought it would be an awesome opportunity to give back.
Each veteran was paired with a volunteer, which included students, ROTC cadets, and members of the Delta Gamma sorority. The Queen of Country Music herself turns 87 today. Loretta Lynn is known for her long list of awards, including being the first woman to ever win the CMA's Entertainer of the Year. And, of course, she's known for being a coal miner's daughter. WYMT's Lauren McCourt took a trip up to where she grew up at a small home in Van Leer and talked with family who helped take care of the place where she called home.
If you took a trip up Butcher Holler in the last 30 years, you probably got a tour of Loretta Lynn's home place from her brother, Herman Webb.
I have many tourists that come back every year just to see Dad.
Herman died last July, leaving the home place in the hands of his family.
That's the one thing my daddy made sure of. Well, before he passed, he told me he said he wanted us to try to keep the store going, and he wanted us to keep giving tours here at the home place.
Most of the tours given by his youngest daughter, Connie.
This has been a part of my life ever since I was a young child.
Who says keeping her family's legacy alive is why she does this.
This is home. This is home to me.
But this isn't just home to the Webb family.
And I get so many people that when they come through that door, they just tear up because it reminds them so much of their home place.
But for others, who may not be able to go back to the home they grew up in.
And I get people back every year who come because they feel like this is home to them too.
Although Herman is gone,
well, I think that's wonderful, and I thought Connie sounded like Loretta.
the legacy of the family will not be leaving Butcher Holler anytime soon. In Johnson County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, happy birthday to the Queen of Country Music herself today. And if you haven't got a chance to head over to Van Leer, wonderful tour. Very nice if you ever get the chance to do that. Now, Lynn is taking a break from touring right now due to some health issues. And still to come on Mountain News Weekend Edition, storms turn deadly in Texas. We'll show you some video of that damage.
And some storms are still rolling through the mountains right now and continue to as we head throughout the rest of the evening. Those details coming up next.